Hi, I'm Roy Aaron Espiritu and welcome to my gratitude channel. Hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna take off my mask, but I'd like to introduce one of my closest college friends 20 years ago, and here we are in Barnes and Noble without an S. Here's my writer laureate from the Philippines, all the way from Sao Paulo. From Sao Paulo to LA, and here we are, just meandering. We're just gonna hang out the whole night. We have it's about 7:30, all the way to 1:30, so that would be 5 hours. 5 hours, 6 hours. Not really, but you know, we're getting there. We're getting old, so it probably would be earlier.
Yeah.
That's Carlo.
Hello.
I miss you, Carlo.
Hi, everyone.
Say hi to your origins again. That's Carlomar, Daoana, professor, poet laureate, and writer extraordinaire, multi-awarded writer.
Actually, it looks better now.
Huh?
It looks better with the lights.
With the lights.
Yeah.
Can I take a picture of you here? So how has it been
For
22 years ago with your journey from Sampaloc to
LA.
to Los Angeles or to the
Oh.
United States of America?
Yeah. First, I didn't, I didn't expect that I'd be here, or I'd get the chance to come here. Yeah, because my father died, and he was petitioning me. And then the petition dies with the petitioner, diba?
Yes.
So that's like shelved. And then I thought, I'd just be in the Philippines and traveling Southeast Asia, which is okay. But of course, I wanted to go to New York.
LA.
Yeah, I wanted to hang out with my nephews because they all live here. And now I have the chance. I've been here like 4 times already.
Yes.
Since getting my visa in 2018.
Right.
So that's just how many
That's a
years.
very endearing opening like that. I love it. Maganda yun, eh? That's gonna be unedited.
So more than anything else, it's really family because they're all here, and I'm single.
Ready to mingle. West Hollywood, here we come. Please, begging thee. The universe has to respond. Okay? There you go. We're gonna eat.
Yay!
This is so far so much fun because we're able to talk to our dear friends. First Ria, my other college buddy. We're all writers of and editors of the Varsitarian, and then also Jamaica and Carlo are gonna meet tomorrow. 1970. When you're younger. Ako 43 na ako! Freaking goodness! I'm turning freaking 43! Oh! Anyway. I'm turning 43. But the thing is, I don't have...
Yeah,
I have a lush hair, which makes me...
you're still lustrous. Your hair is still lustrous.
Still, that's a good sign.
and that's the benefit of doing all these kinds of paleo diet, keto diet. I've been on keto diet as well too. And I was vegetarian for quite a minute, and then I was also somehow along that road I was a vegan. I turned 40. Oh, my birthday! My God, you were there.
Well,
Nung 40 ako, do you remember?
yeah,
You
I
were
was
there?
there. Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
So far, guys?
Yeah.
Yes, very
This
good.
is perfect.
Good, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Probably gonna order another one too, right? This is good. What I'm eating is the only one that they have clam chowder. It's so tasty and salty. You know how salt does to the body?
You retain water, right?
Retain water. So tomorrow I'm gonna be not fluffy, but that's okay.
No, but look at you. I mean, you haven't changed.
You haven't met Honey. Honey would cook adobo.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, ang adobo niya, ang sarap. So I had to eat like a lot. And you know how masarap adobo is? It's masarap because of the mantika,
Yeah.
the oil. And 2 months lang walang gumanon ako.
Wow.
Anyway.
Let's go back to Carlo. Carlo's just been wonderfully telling his escapades here in the US. He's now going back to the Philippines.
Initially, I went to Texas because my sister is in Texas. And then I went to Seattle after New Year. And then I went to San Antonio,
Texas.
spent a couple of nights there in Texas. And then went to Austin a bit. And then I also went to Oklahoma and Arkansas. And in Arkansas, I visited Hot Spring, Little Rock, and Bentonville, where Walmart was established. So that's where I went. And then after that, we went to Springfield, Missouri. And then I went to New York. When I was in the East Coast, I went to Pennsylvania.
How long did you
Philadelphia.
stay in New York?
Oh, I stayed there for an entire month.
Wow.
Although I had to quarantine for the first week, but I was able to go to New York, and from New York, I just took Amtrak to Boston and to Washington D.C.
And now here.
And now, going back to the West Coast before I fly to the Philippines.
So that's
Now,
5 months of gallivanting.
Gallivanting, basically.
My goodness! Now you're going back to.
To a place where you can go out.
How do you describe your whole experience?
Oh, how I would describe it? It's more like it's like getting away really from and thinking that back home in the Philippines, with all the restrictions, I felt that wasn't life. I felt that wasn't what we are meant to do really. Given that it's pandemic, it's okay. It's understandable that people want to stay home, but there it's a totally different level. You need to wear a
Face shield.
and then
Social distance.
social distancing. There's curfew. There's no curfew here, of course. I got vaccinated here, so that's another thing. Despite the fact that I'm just a tourist really, and I'm going back, vaccinated and ready to face again all those restrictions. But it's fun actually. Just the freedom of just riding a plane and taking the train, things that we take for granted. Here, yeah, it's like it felt like I was into something, discovering something, and exploring the United States, which is a huge place. So, yeah.
Professor Daoana on the road.
Yeah.
So we're at the Cheesecake Factory for dessert. It's been a while that I haven't seen Carlo.
The last time we saw was in Noy's place.
I want to show you this. This is my tea, but oh my goodness, this is all for. My goodness, you're gonna. You're gonna be bondat na. My goodness, in a very small frame, but he's eating 1,500. Who cares?
Who cares?
So we're now leaving. And we're on our way to. Where are we going? West Hollywood. Here we come. You better have a taste of West Hollywood. Have you been there?
Never.
Never. Oh my goodness. We have 3 hours. 3 hours to do our thing. You gotta meet somebody. Never shown this picture. There. Cheesecake right here. Hello guys. Let's welcome Carlomar in the heart of LGBT community in Los Angeles, none other than West Hollywood, what we call WeHo in short.
How do you call it?
WeHo. Hungry anyway. You are not. Marami ka pang food pala. Really? Oh, what is this? Butig. Oh, meron na rin siyang ganito.
Tasty shop.
Let's go to the show. Oh, that's uh-oh. There's a line everywhere. Buti dinala mo yung passport mo because you're gonna need it. So Carlomar decides not tempted to do the arduous deal.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's
falling
in line and falling in love. Oh, why not? The reason why this is all full is because I think this is the first. Yeah, I think the opening of the whole of Los Angeles in full capacity, as you can see. What did you say? Tender. You're so discriminatory. Are you kidding me? Well, it is true.
I know. Do we fall?
Not that one.
Okay.
This one. I mean, if you want to. There's another bar. That's you might perform.
Every second if it's coming out.
Wala na.
Wala na.
There's probably more. There's more. Last na yan.
Ito ang ano, not really. Trunks. Gusto mo dyan?
Pila ba to?
Yeah, you have to be.
Sino yung line doon?
Are you recording?
Sure, sort of. Hi.
Why not? I'm vlogging.
Okay.
What's your name?
Aoni.
Aoni.
Nice to meet you.
Say hi.
Today?
Aaron.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Aoni. Ito, Fiesta Cantina, it's still alive. Apparently for now, it's open until 12 midnight, but soon enough it will probably come back to the normal, 2 a.m. Closing time. But for now, we're good with the 12 midnight. As you can see, everyone is excited to come out of their comfort zones and be free and enjoy life as they used to do, as we used to do. Although I don't really go to bars anymore. And that's Carlomar. Woohoo! So, Carlomar, being the wordsmith that you are, you can mince words to describe. What is your description, or just the differences and probably also the similarities between the culture that you grew up with and the culture that you are surrounded with now at the moment?
I think the main similarity would be the emphasis in consumption. I
Like this?
mean,
Okay.
I think here also in the Philippines, to own is to be somebody, right? To own a house, to own a car. That means you have made it. That's similar in the Philippines. I think it's also the case in other parts of the world, but it's more pronounced in those two cultures. And the love for fun, I think, because I've been to New York and also here, the fact that people are easygoing, they want to enjoy their lives despite the fact that there's a pandemic. It's just back home, it's restrictive. The government closed everything. Here, it's all open, and look at how people just descended in droves, right?
See that?
They are here, yeah. Falling in line, waiting for their turn, and really just like excited really to go out. So that's something that I think would happen in the Philippines once everything is open. Many people will go to the bars and
Yeah.
just like have a sense of the life that they lost
Celebratory.
for how many years already? More than a year, not that long, but it feels so long.
This is the first week that it fully.
Yeah, so
open.
I'm experiencing the rush of people going out.
But usually this is the normal. Usually.
Oh, this is the normal.
This is the normal
yeah.
on a weekend.
With the looks of it, the pandemic is officially over. At least
In this part of the world.
this part of the world, in the heads of the people who live here. I mean, it's still present, but people just want to live their lives, I think what I notice is, especially because of the vaccination program, it's the American efficiency. Like now, it's like over a third of the population has been vaccinated, and in the Philippines, it's just like less than 1%. Yeah.
The economy is ruined.
The economy is ruined. Everyone is at home. People are depressed. Some have lost their jobs. Some don't know what will happen to them after the pandemic is over. Others are just getting by. Some are, like a handful, perhaps are still living their lives. only because they have the resources to do so. But majority, I think, they're suffering, and it's sad because part of it, it's not just about the pandemic, but it's also about the government. It's about design and human intervention. Basically, failure in systems. You know, I think that summarizes it.
Let's ask again the poet laureate. So, what is your most memorable memory to bring home, to bring back home?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's really spending time with my family, spending time with my friends, hosting me despite the fact that it's inconvenient because there's pandemic. I've been welcomed generously, so that's, I think, something that I'll carry home with me. But yeah, like hanging out with my nephews, I want to have a memory of them, and I want them to have a memory of me, so that I won't be a stranger to them. Once I see, right, like once I go back, and that's something that's important to me. I'm not gonna conceive my own kid, my own child. I see them as my own. I would miss that.
But you're gonna be back soon, so it's
I'll be back soon.
empty. The TT. So I was telling Carlo, mag-jacket ka na mag-jacket dyan because in 2 days,
I'll be in an inferno.
not to
Not to denigrate, but yeah, it's pretty hot.
it's pretty hot. He's never been here, so
never been
we're
here.
gonna wear my mask now. Yeah. Who is that? Carol King. Dolby Theater. This is where it all began. That's nice. Sharon Stone.
Michael Jackson.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Michael Jackson. Of course. Thriller Night. Jack Efron. Where are you going? How do you like the world famous Hollywood Walk of Fame? Nothing spectacular or what?
It just confirms whatever you have in your mind, right?
What's in your mind?
that fame it can be walked upon. That fame is accessible.
That's right.
That
Some-
yeah, and to think that the actors would be there, right?
yeah,
Each time a star is unveiled.
that's right.
So there's a ceremony behind it, and I like that. I like that.
Scenic Grill. Okay, let's go. Carlo, take a picture. Beverly Hills. Let's say goodbye to Carlo. Do you have everything?
Yeah, I have everything.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Aaron.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tawagan ulit natin si ano.
Si Jasmine.
Oh, bukas naman si HR naman tawagan natin. Bye-bye.
Bye.